What is good, friends, and welcome back. It's Friday at last. I hope you had a great week. With that being said, the Olympic Games are in full swing, and I wanted to make my own Olympic event to determine who will be the splash damage champion. We have three contenders that we will see them in action, and you see for your eyes who is the class leading splash damage dealer. Now, splash damage is a buzzword. It's also known as the area of effect, AOE. What it does is, simply put, you fire the tactical skill, the main target eats most of the damage, and the surrounding units around that target will get splashed with some reduced damage coefficient. That's why we call it the splash damage. I think it's useful on the battlefield when you are destroying more than one unit at once. Always cool to see that in action. But in a base defense scenario, when your base is under attack, now we have those strong tanking units, the infantry that is almost unkillable, and those strong heavy tanks. Even if those units survive the initial siege, you will still be able to damage other units around them thanks to those special officers. So we have three contenders, and we will see a problem. So it's a two-in-one video. We will see who is the champion, and we will see who is the broken officer, because there is a problem. I don't think it's normal, so we're going to address that issue as well. So watch this video until the end to see who is the broken officer, who is the sick hero, and hopefully Lilith can fix that issue. With that being said, let's go. So let me introduce you the contenders. We have Argent Flame from the Vanguard camp, the sinister looking officer, the original splash damage dealer. His tactical skill will deal 1500 to the main target, and up to 3 other troops will get damage by 700, 700 minus 20%, and 700 minus 20%. So up to 4 targets will be attacked, 1 main, 3 splashes. So the thing with Argent Flame is he needs to be awakened, and all those targets must be within 1 grid map. Sometimes you don't see the desired effect in action because what happened is a unit is between 1 grid. So he may look like he's next to the other one, but in reality he's almost there, but he's not quite within 1 grid map. That's why the effect is not working. Our second hero, Stinger Fist, he will deal 1800 for the main attack, and up to 3 additional targets will eat 600. So a little bit more on the tactical skill, but the splash, he deals a little bit less. However, he doesn't have the same condition. As long as those targets are within range, they don't have to be right next to each other to get splashed. So that's the benefit of Stinger Fist, and he's more of a defensive or a garrison officer. He really shines when he fires from inside your base instead of being on the field. Our third hero, Fiona Kelly, also known as Red Heat. She is different. She is an exclusive officer, meaning that you can only obtain her statues by drinking at the bistro. Those drinks ain't cheap. They're expensive. However, you don't have to fully awaken her to see her splash damage in action. She will splash straight up from factory. If I recommend a few skills, go with the Invictus, raise it to level 5, so you increase her skill boost by 40%, it's quite high, and then you can work on her tactical skill. The main target will eat 1000, the remaining targets up to 3, as long as they are 1 grid map apart, will receive 200 per second for 4 seconds. Now, on paper, you kind of have an idea of who's the class leading in splash damage, but let's see them in action to have a better picture and see how devastating she is. Stand by. So for all the tests, I remove all the skill training. I used Antonina as an aide and Argent Flame as a leader. So we'll pre-charge my officer skill. So you will see the skill damage and only the skill damage.
I am working on it. Let's rock and roll. Let's rock and roll. Awesome. Let's rock and roll. I am working on it. We got. We got. I hear it. Let's rock and roll. Are they done? Now, don't push me. I am working.
The reason why Argent Flame dealt 35 million skill damage is because Alpaca had the 40% extension. Alright, you saw what I saw. Clearly, Stinger Fist doesn't splash 3 targets as advertised or as described in his officer skill description. Now, he is clearly broken, but maybe it's a fluke, or maybe inside the base when he's garrison, he really splashes 3 targets. We're gonna see this test. Pay attention, I will slow down the footage so you can see the 4 units being targeted, like so.
I am busy. Don't push me. Awesome.
That was quick, but let me slow down the footage, and this time only 2 targets are being splashed. Once again, if you pay attention, out of those 5 units, only 3 will get damage instead of 4.
I am working on it.
You saw what I saw. Do we agree that Stinger Fist is not working as advertised? Out of those 3 rounds, he was only able to perform his duty correctly once, meaning that he would hit the main target, then splash 3 targets. So he's still a good officer, don't get me wrong, but he should work 100% of the time like he's supposed to. So Lilith, I hope that you can watch this video and take action, fix him, so he should perform as we expect. As for the rest of this video, you saw Argent Flame is a good damage dealer, but Red Heat, she's absolutely brutal with her splash damage. I know, she's not cheap, but you don't need to awaken her fully to enjoy her splash damage. I hope that this video helped you make a good decision on your choice of officer. Until then, I'll catch you on the next one. See ya!